A mystery illness appeared in 1981, and a movement turned grief toward science and then care, and then later on, the public protests. I'm Matt Haskin. I'm a high school history teacher, and we're going through Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire line by line. Foreign debt, homeless vets, AIDS is the next topic here. When Billy Joel sings AIDS, he's pointing to the epidemic that exploded in the 1980s and reshaped medicine, activism, and culture. The first public alarm came in June of '81 when the CDC reported rare infections in young men. Doctors saw pneumonia, unusual cancers, and then the collapse of their immune systems. Communities most affected faced stigma, and that stigma slowed attention and funding. Names shifted for it as understanding of the disease grew, and by 1982, the condition was called AIDS. In 1983 and 1984, researchers isolated the virus that causes it, which is now known as HIV, and it developed lab tests that confirmed transmission through blood, sexual contact, and shared needles, as well as mother-to-child routes without treatment. Families, clinics, and volunteers built, the care as policy eventually caught up. Hospice apartments, buddy programs, and needle exchanges appeared at street level, while hospitals learned how to treat opportunistic infections. Public figures changed the conversation. The actor Rock Hudson's illness in 1985 pierced through some of the denial. Ryan White showed the human cost of fear and pushed schools and lawmakers toward compassion. Musicians and organizers raised funds and visibility through benefit concerts and red ribbons that signaled support. Activists forced speed and transparency. Groups like ACT UP demanded faster drug trials, compassionate use, and then pricing accountability, while insisting on representation in the rooms where the decisions were made. The first antiretroviral AZT won approval in 1987. It wasn't a cure, and early dosing did have serious side effects, but it marked a turn from a pure crisis towards treatment. Prevention campaigns spread practical messages about condoms, safer sex, and clean syringes. The timeline in Billy Joel's song ends before the biggest medical pivot of 1986, when multi-drug therapy turned HIV into a chronic condition for many. In the 1980s context, though, the meaning is raw. There were funerals, quilt panels, hospital wards, protests outside agencies that had never been challenged like that before. When we tie it back to the song, tie it back to the lyrics, one word, AIDS, captures an era of loss that taught science to listen faster and taught politics that silence, it compounds harm. The reason why it matters, AIDS explains how public health, prejudice, and activism can all collide. It shows that communities can drive research and policy, and that clear information plus access to care can save lives. I know I didn't go into all the details here, but I didn't feel like it was necessary to vilify or to accuse. I feel like it's more important to talk about the hopeful side of it when it all comes through. So I understand that criticism may be warranted here in this particular episode, but I've tried my best here, and I know that it could be better. But we'll leave it as it lays for right now. If you enjoyed the episode, I'm going to continue moving on, and we're going to go on to another topic that is not as uplifting. We've had foreign debt, homeless vets, AIDS, and the next episode, we'll be talking about the crack epidemic. Thanks for watching.